It's one of those funny nights where it's warmer on the ice than it is outdoors. Hi, everybody. I'm Chris Conley, getting ready for Thursday night high school hockey between DC Everest and the Marshfield Tigers. We'll drop the puck in about 5 minutes. Evergreens will have, revenge on their mind. They gave up a lead against Marshfield over at their place earlier this season. Had a one-goal lead, gave that back, and lost to the Tigers in overtime. Marshfield arrives here below 500. They're at 6-9. Evergreens are 9-7. And you don't want to think about score settling too much. I mean, there's nothing that will happen tonight that will undo the overtime loss from earlier this year. And the Evergreens come in here off a road loss earlier in the week. They were shut out at Chippewa Falls, 1-0. So, I mean, after a shutout in a low-scoring game, what do you want to do? You want to score early and get off the schneid. Pregame is brought to you by Auto Select, Schofield Avenue in Weston, providing dependable vehicle repair, service, and tires for 22 years. A 3-year nationwide warranty, free roadside assistance. At Auto Select, you're good to go. That's Auto Select, Schofield Avenue in Weston, Highway 10 East and Church Street in Stevens Point. Marshfield Tigers goalie Neil Mullins, a junior, being introduced to the crowd. There's Hutch Arneson and Wyatt Fisher. Cole Kenny. And I can't see the number of the far player who was introduced, came out just in front of the Marshfield bench. Tigers wear their black sweaters, black breezers with the orange numerals and white trim. Senior goalkeeper Griff Bonnell is out. There's Bodie Slavin, Gabe Simonson for the Evergreens, Hayden Johnson, Aiden Haupt, and Cole Van Slyke. DC Everest Athletic Director Mike Matthews stopped up and saw us before we came on air, and he says every school district in Wisconsin is closed tomorrow. So we'll play hockey tonight, and then we'll shut things down for a Friday. Crowd here at the Greenheck Turner Fieldhouse comes to its feet, turns to its left towards the American flag for the national anthem. With the crazy cold weather outside, it's kind of a smaller crowd tonight at the Greenheck Turner Fieldhouse. Some folks are saying, let's watch it on Zaleski, which we always think is a fine idea. We'll be underway when we come right back on Zaleski Sports.
Find auto repairs, brakes, tires, and oil changes all in one place. at AutoSelect in Weston. At AutoSelect, you can expect dependable automotive repair from the experts you can trust will exceed your expectations. Auto repair has never been so comfortable, with a spacious, clean waiting room with refreshments along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. And ask about their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. For your next auto repair or maintenance, bring your vehicle to AutoSelect on Schofield Avenue in Weston. In Stevens Point and Plover, at AutoSelect, you're good to go.
If you're unfamiliar with high school hockey, we play 3 17-minute periods, an 8-minute overtime if necessary before our match would end in a tie. Got to tell you this, we got a lot of Marshfield fans listening in. We're one of the Zaleski Sports home teams there. Marshfield Tigers hockey program has improved in recent years. Puck drops and we're underway. Evergreens get their first possession. Yeah, there was a time when Marshfield's hockey numbers weren't all that good. So the Tigers be at the bottom of the Wisconsin Valley Conference standings, along with Merrill and Wausau East. Then Marshfield got their numbers up, played developmental JV hockey too, and the Tigers have been a much tougher opponent. In fact, the Tigers and Evergreens, it feels like they're 50-50 over the last, 2 or 3 years for sure. Tigers have handed the Evergreens some losses over those recent years. Cole Van Slyke, center ice. Pass was behind Aiden Haupt and turned over. By the way, I think all of our Zaleski sports games that are scheduled for Friday canceled. I know I was assigned to the Assumption Wausau Newman girls basketball game over at Newman. It's off. So Friday, I don't know, get out the newspaper, sit in front of the wood stove, enjoy yourself. Quiet Friday night. Neither team with a look at the goal here in the opening minute and a half. Evergreens along the near side, Ethan Whitmore. Stick checked away along the near side boards. Junior varsity game ended in a 2-2 tie. Both teams had goals in the third period. Marshfield had a couple of looks late in that game. Evergreens came up with the big saves. Marshfield is onside to the near side boards. Back out of the zone, have to clear. Tigers dump it into the corner, do not change. Marshfield shot from the point wide. Cranked up by Cooper Berry, a junior. Marshfield possesses again from the corner that was blocked. Cole Van Slyke looking to break out for the Evergreens. Van Slyke's pass is behind Aiden Haupt. Second time here in the first period that they've been unable to make a connection. Evergreens still don't have a look at the goal down at the right end of your Zaleski Sports screen. Turned over, flicked on goal, glove saved by Griffin Bennell. It just feels like, this is early, so this is not really a trend, but the team that makes the mistakes is going to have a hole to dig out of tonight for sure. These teams are even. Neither team's playing particularly well right now in the early stages. That pass went off the sticks of Dylan McGarry. Evergreens pick this up. Evergreens shuttle it forward. McGarry tried to give it back to Clay Krings. Pinned up along these near side boards and jabbing at it too. Evergreens come away with it. Marshfield breaking out, but they do not have numbers. Trying to slide that forward was Cole Kenny. Evergreens take it away. Kenny again met at the blue line and lost the puck. Braxton Byler came up. Again, the Evergreens do not have a shot on goal yet, and we're 4 minutes in tonight. Marshfield there, shot, Griff Bonnell save. Wyatt Fisher, a sophomore, got it on net. Hockey Tonight is brought to you by Design Theory 19. Your home is the heart of your best moments. Make it uniquely yours with Design Theory 19. Visit them in downtown Wausau or go to their website, designtheory19.com. It's Design Theory 19, where dreams become reality. Tried to get that centered from the near side boards. Wyatt Fisher and Griff Bonnell, the Evergreens goalie, got his stick on it. Marshfield's outplaying the Evergreens right now. Wyatt Fisher trying to create from behind the net. Evergreens come away along the near side, and that was a bad pass from Caden Allen. Allen tried to get it centered. He was well off the mark. Shot on the other end. Glove, save, and Griff Bonnell covers up. Shot came from the near side boards by Jake Matilia. Jake's a senior. Offensive zone face-off for the mighty Tigers. Goes to the corner. Evergreens come away on the near side boards. Here's Cole Van Slyke. He'll keep it himself. Van Slyke tried to shuttle that ahead to Hayden Johnson, but Johnson was engaged with one of the Marshfield defensemen. Evergreens hold into the blue line. Shot there, didn't get through. Deflected before it reached the pipes. Sending that to the corner, Hutch Anderson. He's a freshman who's on the ice for the Tigers right now. Evergreens send this to the corner. Cole Van Slyke is the closest Evergreen to it. Deflects off one of the Marshfield players. Tough angle there for Caden Allen. Hit the side of the net. And the Evergreens cannot hold in. Marshfield does not have numbers, but still pushing the issue is Wyatt Fisher. Fisher steered towards the far side boards. A couple of Marshfield players fill in. Good movement between the circles. In front, and a save by Griff Bonnell. Bonnell came forward and denied Marshfield at close range. Both teams are on a change. Hockey's brought to you by Foundation Finance. Make the money you need with a flexible schedule, a close-knit, fun-loving group, and full-time benefits that start from day one. Learn more at foundationfinance.com. Dylan McGarry called for a 2-minute minor in front of the net, so Marshfield goes on the power play. McGarry's minor at 6:51, tripping. Evergreen's penalty kill has been a strength of this team. Evergreens get it out of the zone. Marshfield back to their own defensive blue line. Red line, blue line, they're onside. Cross ice, shot wide of the near side post. Cashton Anderson. Off the boards and out of the zone. Marshfield has to clear back onside now. Played behind the net to the corner. Evergreens are halfway down on this penalty kill. Marshfield here, shot that was deflected off of Cole Van Slyke. Cashton Anderson's shot didn't get through. Behind the net now. 35 seconds left in the man advantage for the Tigers. Behind the net, came back in front and denied on the near side boards. Bunnell kept things closed there. In front, close range, and Griff Bunnell's got another save. Boy, Jack Matilla was set up right outside the crease. Bunnell has been the tested goalie. Not a lot of action down for Neil Mullins at the other end of the rink. 22 seconds left in the Marshfield power play. Evergreen send it down the ice. Under 10 seconds left in the power play, and that's icing. Going to come back for a offensive zone face-off for the Evergreen, shorthanded. 5 seconds left till the Trees will be back on full strength. Newton Electric says from residential to commercial, industrial to agriculture, Newton Electric in Wausau has been serving central Wisconsin since 1977. Give them a call or online at newtonelec.com. Evergreen's back to full strength now. Icing will come back for an offensive zone face-off for the Trees. So middle stages, first period, Evergreens with a successful penalty kill keeps us at 0-0. But the Evergreens offense still not in evidence tonight, yet. Evergreens back to the blue line. Shot deflected, didn't get through. Marshfield does not have numbers. Slid in front. Rebound chance and denied. Pad save. And Griff Bunnell was down early and was beaten there. Was still able to kick that pad out. Marshfield almost with a rebound goal. Puck goes into the Everest bench area. We'll have a face-off. Officially 7:44 to play in the first period. Wisconsin roads are rough on vehicles. Salt, slush, grime, they can do serious damage, so protect your ride with Tommy's Express Car Wash. A Tommy's Express membership includes unlimited washes, free vacuums, free automatic mat washers, and all-year shine. One membership for all locations: Plover, Eau Claire, Stevens Point, Wausau, and Weston. Yeah, the Evergreens have not played well here in the early going, but Marshfield has not been able to take advantage. So nothing on the board so far. Evergreens just haven't generated enough when they've had the puck. Moving forward here, onside with Hayden Johnson to the corner. Johnson back out in front, shot, save! Aiden hopped, put that on towards the near side post. Neil Mullins saved it. Coming back the other way, Griff Bunnell with a save against Jack Matilla. Evergreens along the near side boards. Swept into the corner and around the yellow ribbon now to the near side. Marshfield comes away with it. Here's Cole Kenny. Marshfield quickly closed on the puck, took it away from Braxton Beeler. Six minutes to go in a scoreless first period. Evergreens have the puck. Onto the backhand side for Ethan Whitmore. Whitmore circles back, tried to sweep that towards the goal, goes to the corner. Evergreen still possess. Shot there right off the body of Neil Mullins, the goalie. And out of the zone, the Evergreens chase. Bodie Slavin's there. Bodie's already a big kid. Roster's at 180 pounds, and he's a freshman. More time in the weight room. Bodie's going to be like a refrigerator by the time he's a senior. You're not going to want to be hit by him. Cole Van Slyke absorbs a big hit along the far side boards. Evergreens try and hold the puck in. They cannot. Have to clear to the near side, and Xavier May. Under 5 to play first period. Bounces off the boards. Evergreens try to get that through to traffic. Tried to get it to Hayden Johnson. Came in too hot. Couldn't control it. And the Evergreens cannot hold in along the near side boards. Marshfield's on a change. Evergreens get a new line out there too. Cole Van Slyke coming off the ice now. Good stick handling here for Ethan Whitmore. Whitmore tried to get that ahead to Braxton Byler. I mean, anything can happen, but this has the feeling of a scoreless first period. We'll see if that's where we are 4 minutes from now. Marshfield back to the point. Rocket shot and a save. Hutch Anderson cranked it up. Griff Bonnell gathers it in and holds on. Hockey Tonight's brought to you by Backey's Family Chiropractic in Rothschild. Personalized chiropractic care no matter what issue your body is battling. Migraines, anxiety, stress, or a wide variety of youth issues, let Backey's Family Chiropractic give you back the life you deserve. Evergreens along the near side boards. Send it behind the net. Braxton fighting for it there. Evergreens close in and keep this between the circles. Then stick checked away. Bodie Slavin, far side boards. Evergreens cannot hold the zone, have to clear. Marshfield now backhanded into the far side boards. Marshfield will surrender the puck here and get a new line out on the ice. Big hit there right in front of the official. No whistle. Play on. I thought that Bodie came in elbows out. 2.5 to go, first period. Marshfield's 0 for 1 on the power play. Denied an opportunity there. Turned over, shot, glove, save. Evergreens were trying for a long outlet pass. Marshfield took it away in the center of the ice. The Marshfield chance by Layton Truby, junior. Marshfield's got a lot of underclassmen on their roster. This is not a senior-based team. Marshfield will be an even tougher opponent next year. Marshfield's playing for a season sweep against the Evergreens tonight. Evergreens are offside. Ethan Whitmore tried to put that puck down. His teammate just to his left was already across the blue line. Just under 2 minutes to play, first period. Hafferman Learning Center brings you hockey tonight. When school feels overwhelming, families need support they can trust. Hafferman Learning Center provides personalized academic tutoring and skill development. They'll help students feel confident, capable, and supported. More at their website, Hafferman Learning Center, all one word, HaffermanLearningCenter.com. Marshfield not in the zone, swept into the corner. Marshfield trying to center from the near side boards. Evergreens come away with the puck back in their defensive end. Time for rush down the ice. Instead, the Evergreens will get a new line out, and they've iced the puck. A minute to go. Yeah, I think when we look at saves and shots on goal at the end of the first period, it's going to be one-sided in favor of the Tigers. Blake Messner to take the draw for Marshfield to the right of the cage. The Cole Van Slyke line is back out there. Cole had a touch along the near side boards. Marshfield 2-on-1 to try and break this tie. Pass was behind his teammate. Boy, Marshfield needed a better pass there to get a quality shot on goal. The 2-on-1 doesn't even lead to a look. Under 30 seconds to play, first period. Icing. Come back for an offensive zone face-off for the Tigers. Very late, first period. So the Evergreens are in danger of playing 4 periods of hockey, going back to their loss to Chippewa Falls earlier this week without scoring any goals. Where's the offense gone? Playing out the final 10 seconds here. First intermission. DC Everest 0, Marshfield 0. Back with our first period stats in a moment. This is high school hockey on Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Want to save even more at Fleet Farm? Sign up for Fleet Rewards for exclusive offers and deals. Earn points every time you shop. 500 points gets you a $5 reward. It's free and easy to sign up, in-store or online. Plus, earn rewards even faster with the Fleet Rewards credit card. Get 4 times the points every time you use your Fleet Rewards credit card. Start shopping and start saving even more with Fleet Rewards at Fleet Farm.
Here at Brickner Motors, in Little Chicago, we will help you order your brand new Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, or Jeep and get it equipped the way you want it, in the color you've always dreamed of. Whether you choose from our in-stock selection or order factory fresh, quality vehicles at competitive prices are what keep people coming back again and again. Make the drive out to Brickner Motors on Little Chicago's northeast side and let our family take care of your family. You can count on us.
This is my home. I've grown up here. My grandparents always took very, very good care of the house. They worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. You know it's a dirty job, a big job. When I went out there expecting chaos, and I just saw people on their hands and knees, like they literally picked up everything. Whether it was garbage they left or whether it was garbage that was there. It was a top-tier experience.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
The auto service specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
I knew I wanted to start an agency that honored those small town values like relationships and service. Our mission is to sell insurance ethically and with integrity to protect our clients' needs today, tomorrow, and in the future.
Not everybody understands insurance, and it's a good day when I can help give peace of mind.
When working with Access Insurance, we are a team, so you don't just get one of us, you get all four of us.
Access Insurance Agency, our business revolves around you.
Take your education out of the classroom and give new spaces a spin. Wherever you are, North Central Technical College is there with flexible learning options, including rolling start dates and 100% online classes. Earn your degree around your life.
The first tube was bent in 1968 back in a garage by our house. Shortly after that, we moved into a rented space in a machine shop.
Moving into this building in 2000 at 90,000 square feet.
So right now we sit at 165,000 square feet.
150 employees. Every day we look at how grateful we are to be where we are, but we never forget where we started. Here at J&D Tube Benders, we're a full custom hydraulic tube manufacturer. We can do anything from your simple bent tube component to a fully welded assembly.
Elite Auto Care on Schofield Avenue in Weston offers the best in automotive care and repair. This locally owned and operated repair group features a full staff of ASE certified technicians. They are ready to handle all major and minor repairs to get you back on the road. For any make, any model vehicle, look to Elite Auto Care for repairs. From general maintenance and preventative care like oil changes and tire rotations, to those more challenging issues like air conditioning, brakes, and engine issues. Elite Auto also offers a full selection of tires to fit your vehicle needs. For your next auto needs, turn to Elite Auto Care, your local family-owned auto business, on Schofield Avenue in Schofield.
Hey, Brian Butch called.
Brian Butch?
He really loves Abbey Bank, but he wants to work here.
What are we going to do with him?
I don't know. Let's let him try a few different jobs.
Let's get you that loan.
Brian, buddy, you're really good at basketball, but maybe leave the banking to us.
It's the first intermission at the Greenheck Turner Fieldhouse. Thursday night hockey between DC Everest and Marshfield. I'm Chris Conley. We had said at the first period came to the end that just my sense of things was that this was a one-sided period statistically. And we have our first period stats, and indeed it was. Marshfield outshot the Evergreens 13-2 in the first period. So the Evergreens generating very few scoring chances for themselves after being shut out against Chi-High earlier this week. Again, Marshfield already has an overtime win against these Evergreens in their pocket coming into tonight's game. They're playing for a sweep. 13 saves for Griffin Bonnell, including a rebound chance for Marshfield that I thought was the toughest save of the night. Neil Mullins not very busy at the other end with 2 saves. Only one penalty called in that first period, a Dylan McGarry 2-minute minor. Tigers got a couple of looks. In fact, I thought it was a pretty good power play for the Tigers, but the Evergreens were able to kill off the penalty without giving up a goal. 0-0 as we are resurfacing the ice here. Again, if you missed our announcement earlier, every school district in the state is closed tomorrow, which means that all of our Zaleski sports coverage for Friday night will all be rescheduled. All of those games postponed. A Friday night in the middle of the winter without high school athletics. That'll be a little unusual, won't it be? Don't worry. That's why we have late January and February. They'll all come back on the schedule at a later date. Here at the first intermission, DC Everest 0, Marshfield 0. Teams will be back out onto the ice, and we'll get the second period underway when we come right back on Zaleski Sports.
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield. Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that look for my best interest. And he said, we're gonna get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Welcome back to the Green Heck Turner Fieldhouse. Teams will be out of the locker room to get the second period underway in just a moment. Evergreens and Tigers are tied 0-0. I'm sure the talk in the Marshfield locker room is, how do we break through? I mean, the Tigers are winning in every aspect of the game. Shots on goal lopsided in the first period. Evergreens kind of were sleepwalking through period number one. And, you got to take advantage. Momentum can swing in high school hockey. If the Evergreens suddenly play better and generate more opportunities, then this game could turn 0-0 right now. And the Tigers dominating all the statistical aspects of the first half. Shots on goal, had a power play opportunity, couldn't light the lamp. I mean, the positives for the Evergreens, great play between the pipes from goalie Griffin Bonnell. Bonnell made all the tough saves to keep us tied 0-0. Evergreens coach Dan Van Slyke, the last game we did was a win over Wisconsin Rapids here at the ice, and Coach Van Slyke said we still have to play well from start to finish, so we can't take periods off. And those were the coach's comments after a victory. In that Rapids game, Coach Van Slyke thought the second period wasn't particularly good. Evergreens are back on the ice. Marshfield has not yet emerged from their locker room. They'll enter to our right. Here come the Tigers. I'll tell you this, I sure am glad we're not playing in Marshfield tonight. That rink at the Southwood County Fairgrounds, oh no, the Wisconsin State Fairgrounds in Marshfield, oh my goodness, is that a cold rink. They've got large industrial fans that have slats that lead right to the outside. I'm not even sure we'd be playing if this game was in Marshfield tonight. Hard wooden bleachers there in Marshfield, and you call the game out from amongst the crowd. I've done games in Marshfield. You can see your breath as you're doing the play-by-play. As the game goes on, it's like you're talking in a fog. Up high and nice and cozy here at the Greenheck Turner Fieldhouse. Cole Van Slyke will take the face-off against Wyatt Fisher, and the second period's underway. See if the Evergreens can find a little momentum. Sent down behind the net, Van Slyke is chasing. Evergreens keep it in. Nope, comes out of the zone. Evergreens take it back, played off the boards by Hayden Johnson. Evergreens are onside here. Here's Hayden Johnson again in traffic. Van Slyke, lot of traffic in front of the crease. Rebound chance, no good. Aiden Hopt tried to sweep that on. So two quick looks at the goal for the Evergreens. Marshfield coming back the other way. Save! Blake Messner turned away by Griff Bonnell. Tell you this, Bonnell's been a tough nut to crack for the Tigers so far tonight. Puck into the corner in the Marshfield offensive zone. Tigers get a partial change. Long pass far side, but Bodie Slavin's there for the Evergreens. Takes it away behind the net. Thought we were going to wave off icing. We are not. We'll come back to the other end. Offensive zone face-off for the Tigers coming up. We are sponsored by Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Buy 3 and get 1 free tire sale now on at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Buy 3 tires, get 1 free. Find your location at SherrillTire.com. Tigers win this face-off. Back to the blue line. Play to the near side corner. Nothing doing behind the net. Tigers, too, seems like have won all of the neutral ice pucks tonight. Marshfield's onside. Hutch Anderson along the near side boards. Evergreens take it back. Evergreens get this ahead. Here's Braxton Byler. Steered off towards the far side boards. Puck was loose in front for a moment. Marshfield sends it out. This will be icing, a rare offensive zone face-off coming up for the Evergreens. Marshfield will get new skaters onto the ice. I don't know, the Evergreens have been playing a little better in the first 2 minutes of the second period. Cole Van Slyke to take the offensive zone draw. Marshfield wins another puck between the blue lines. Evergreens try and take it back. Van Slyke kind of overskated the puck there. Van Slyke gets it back again. Onside along the far side boards. Tried to fight through the hit and lost the puck. Evergreens play this into the corner. All the way around the boards to the far side. 14 minutes to go, second period. So we played 20 minutes of high school hockey and no goals on the board. Evergreen's locked in battle in another low-scoring affair. They lost 1-0 to Chi-High earlier in the week. Bouncing puck ahead. Tigers are going to get a look here. That was deflected by one of the Everest players. Good defense by Gabe Simonson. Simonson was trailing, managed to get even, and the puck went off him, saving Griff Bonnell what would have been a tough chance. From close range, Blake Messner is denied. A whistle sounds, and the net has come loose. Evergreens are going to get a new line out there. Tigers will get a partial change. Cole Kenny will take the offensive zone face-off for the Tigers. Tigers close range, but a tough angle. Save. Not going to score that close down to the goal line. Lead Car Toyota says discover unbeatable deals and award-winning service. Lead Car Toyota of Wausau, your full-service destination for everything Toyota. And a state-of-the-art collision center. Find Lead Car Toyota on North 20th Avenue in Wausau. Cole Kenny against Ethan Whitmore, and Marshfield wins the draw. Shot there didn't get through. Rebound just wide of the near side post, and the Everest keeper was down early. Braden Windman, a junior, had a lot of the net open and was wide of the near side post. It's Marshfield's best scoring chance in the second period. Behind the net, Xavier May ahead for the Evergreens. But Marshfield picks up another neutral ice puck. This will be icing. The Evergreens will have an offensive zone faceoff, and both teams will bring new skaters onto the ice. Well, the Cole Van Slyke line is out there now, and Cole's going to take the draw. Puck popped out of the rink there. Another offensive zone face-off for the Evergreens. If you missed us during the first intermission, Marshfield outshot DC Everest 13-2. But yet here we are still at 0-0. Marshfield turns the puck over, shot there, too tall. Aiden hopped high over the crossbar. Marshfield will bring another line onto the ice. Cole Van Slyke's waiting to take the draw. Van Slyke wins it back to the blue line. It was held in by Veer Petrosky. Van Slyke here. Outside the circle, shot, pad save, and rebounded in front. The Evergreens didn't have anyone on mop-up duty. Evergreens there, shot wide of the near side post. Aiden hopped. Two quick looks at the goal, this shift. Stay at 0-0. To the near side, Blake Messner. Everest behind the net, Charlie Strobel. Evergreens right now seems like they're using a deeper bench, like they're trying to get some combination to get something going. The puck has been iced. Marshfield will have an offensive zone faceoff. France Propane is your locally owned, complete service propane company serving all of central Wisconsin for 2 generations. Learn more at francepropane.com. France Propane, local, quality, family. Elsewhere in the Everest Athletic Department, Everest girls are at Spash tonight. Spash playing as a big favorite in that one. Everest boys game, they were going to host Eau Claire North. That game's been canceled. In fact, all of the Friday games all around the state canceled. Every school district in Wisconsin closed tomorrow because of the extreme cold. Evergreen's 2-on-2 fighting for the puck is Gabe Simonson from behind the net. Tried to get that out in front, dribbled along the near side post, bodies down on the ice, and the whistle sounds. Going to reset the net. And then an offensive zone faceoff. Ethan Whitmore will take the draw for Everest to the left of the cage. Evergreens win it back out to the blue line. Evergreens tried to get that centered in front. Byler was there, couldn't steer it towards the net. Byler just outside the crease. Evergreens on a Marshfield turnover, backhanded towards the net and a save. Caden Allen on the backhand side. Wave off icing here. That went off an Everest player, so it's a race to the puck. Down near the goal line. Good defensive play by Gabe Simonson. Now to Bodie Slavin. Bodie's onside. Shot there. Whistle. Now the Evergreens were offside. That player along the far side boards was in early. Line changes for both teams. 9.5 to go in the second period. So we played, 24.5 minutes of hockey. Nothing on the board. Van Slyke will take the draw for the Evergreens just outside their own blue line. Momentum has shifted a little bit. It's been a while since Marshfield has had a look at the net down at the other end of the rink. Evergreens have a 2-on-2 if they push this ahead. Everest is onside, tried to work that back to Hayden Johnson. Trailer there, saved by Aiden Hopp to put it on. And Neil Mullins with a save. Out of the zone. Cole Van Slyke is onside. Stick handling. Nope, Evergreens were offside. Player in the center of the sheet was in a half stride early. Whitmore takes the draw for the Evergreens. Out of the zone to the far side. Charlie Strobel was closest to it. Tigers, 2-on-2. From the far side boards, left for a trailer shot high over the crossbar. Carried down by Cole Kenny. Eight minutes to go. Scoreless first period, scoreless second period, too. Whitmore for the Evergreens. Whitmore got pulled away from the puck there. Play on. Race to the puck down at the other end. Solid defense by Bodie Slavin. Marshfield player close range save. Rebound wide. Wyatt Fisher got the rebound, left it wide of the near side post. Evergreens are onside. Slavin sends it behind the net and all the way around to the far side boards. Big hit there, and an Everest player is hurt. Evergreen shot there by Slavin. Glove save by Neil Mullins. Everest player on the far side post got knocked into tomorrow. And they're calling a penalty on the Tigers, are they? No, they're not. We'll stay at 5-on-5. Hard hit right in front of the scorer's table. Cole Van Slyke is still out there. I think he's the one who absorbed the worst of it. Bouncing puck ahead for the Tigers. Tough angle. Tried to leave that as a trailer. It went off the skates of one of the Everest players and then hit the post. Yeah, that went into Bodie Slavin's skates and then hit the near side post. Cole Van Slyke trying to fight through the double team. Marshfield player went down on the far side. It's out of the zone. Cole Van Slyke picks up the puck far side boards. Van Slyke again tried to fight through a double team and was tripped. I think a penalty's been called here on the Tigers. Evergreen's going to get their first power play opportunity. Off goes Cody Schindler, tripping at 9:34 of the second period. See if the Evergreens can get something going on the power play. Everest's first man advantage of the night, and Marshfield sends the puck all the way down. I'll tell you what, if the Tigers give up a goal here, they're going to be kicking themselves. Evergreens leave this for a trailer. Whitmore loses the puck in the corner, now has to fight for it to the near side boards. Evergreens from behind the net. That came out in front to Caden Allen, but couldn't get good wood on it. Evergreens still hold. Cross ice on the backhand side. Swept towards another save. Marshfield's halfway through the penalty kill. Trying to keep this 0-0. We'd have about 4.5 minutes left of 5-on-5 hockey if Marshfield kills this off. Pucks along the near side boards, back out to the point. Evergreens go cross ice. Shot, save, rebound, save again. Two big saves by Neil Mullins. Evergreens still hold the zone. 30 seconds left in the power play. Another shot on goal. Put on there by Cade Allen. Allen's had a good shift. 25 seconds left in the Everest power play. Evergreen's been peppering the net during the man advantage. From behind the net now. Evergreens tried to go back out to the point. It was deflected away and down the ice. 10 seconds to go. It looks like Marshfield will have killed off the 2-minute minor. Yep, Tigers are back at even strength. Evergreens carry this in, leave it for a trailer. Had a man in front, little bit behind. Aiden hopped. Right idea, needed a better pass. Tigers send this down. Icing, offensive zone faceoff. See if the Evergreens can keep momentum now that we're back to 5-on-5. Hockey Tonight brought to you by Valley Communities Credit Union. For 90 years, Valley Communities Credit Union has been a part of your hometown team. Local, trusted, strong. Valley Communities Credit Union, where community comes first. Federally insured, NCUA. Evergreens hold the zone. Veer Petruski's shot was deflected to the corner, now behind the net. Evergreens look to center. Under 4 minutes to play, second period. Still scoreless. Marshfield was going to have a 2-on-2 till Cole Van Slyke stick checked that away. So Cole, you normally think of as offensive-minded, solid defensively too. Tigers back out to the blue line. Shot, pad, save by Griff Bonnell. Evergreen's coming back the other way along the near side board. Here's Hapt. Whistle here. Got another penalty coming up on the Tigers. Evergreens are going to go on back-to-back power plays. They're taking Cooper Berry off. I don't know, the last Everest power play looked pretty good to me. They didn't score on it, but the Evergreens got some pretty good looks. Two-minute slashing minor at 13:38 of the second period. Evergreens hold in near side boards. Cross ice. Evergreens tried to work the give and go that went right through. Clay Krings couldn't get a stick on it. Marshfield sends it down. Marshfield's 30 seconds into the penalty kill. Evergreen's back. Now ready to start their rush. Bodie Slavin. Evergreens are onside. Braxton Byler to the corner. Skates in. Backhand chance. Save by Neil Mullins. Marshfield sends it all the way down. 1 minute left in the Everest man advantage. If no goal is scored, we'd be back to 5-on-5 with a little over a minute to play in the period. Marshfield takes this away and maybe a short-handed look. Jake Battilla surrenders the puck. Here come the Evergreens again. Evergreens cross ice. Here's Cole Van Slyke. Evergreens are onside. Van Slyke to the corner, then got tangled up, trying to work a combination with Aiden Hapt. 20 seconds left in the man advantage, and Marshfield clears the puck. Time for one more rush down the ice. The Evergreens turn it over, and the power play is going to end there. Marshfield holding short-handed and circling back. Tigers are back to 5-on-5. Full strength for the final 1 minute and 20 seconds of the second period. Evergreens send this all the way down. Icing and an offensive zone face-off for the Tigers. Well, after the Evergreens were badly outplayed in the first period, things have evened up in the second period. Blake Messner to take the draw for the Tigers. Wins it. Shot on goal. Screen there. Wyatt Fisher put it on. Griff Bonnell, great reflexes with a pad save. 1 minute to go till the second intermission. Evergreens with a 2-on-2. Whitmore is onside, and while trying to transfer the puck to the forehand side, lost control of it into the corner. Evergreens now fight for the puck along the far side boards. Penalties coming up against the Evergreens. This penalty will consume the remainder of the second period and will carry over into the third period. Braxton Byler comes off. Two-minute tripping right in front of the save from Griff Bonnell. Boy, Jack Battilla had saucer eyes there. Boy, that puck just seemed to hang there right in the center, just outside the crease. 30 seconds left in the period, and Marshfield skates 5-on-4. And the Evergreens clear it down the ice. Game clock shows 15 seconds, now under 15. Maybe one final rush down the ice for the Tigers. Hit in front of the bench. Evergreens clear it down. We will have played 2 periods of high school hockey with nothing on the scoreboard. Marshfield will be on the power play for the first minute and 23 of the third period. Tigers 0, Evergreen 0. A game that will be decided in the third period when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Want to save even more at Fleet Farm? Sign up for Fleet Rewards for exclusive offers and deals. Earn points every time you shop. 500 points gets you a $5 reward. It's free and easy to sign up, in-store or online. Plus, earn rewards even faster with the Fleet Rewards credit card. Get 4 times the points every time you use your Fleet Rewards credit card. Start shopping and start saving even more with Fleet Rewards at Fleet Farm.
Here at Brickner Motors, in Little Chicago, we will help you order your brand new Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, or Jeep and get it equipped the way you want it, in the color you've always dreamed of. Whether you choose from our in-stock selection or order factory fresh, quality vehicles at competitive prices are what keep people coming back again and again. Make the drive out to Brickner Motors on Little Chicago's northeast side and let our family take care of your family. You can count on us.
This is my home. I've grown up here. My grandparents always took very, very good care of the house. They worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. You know it's a dirty job, a big job. When I went out there expecting chaos, and I just saw people on their hands and knees, like they literally picked up everything. Whether it was garbage they left or whether it was garbage that was there. It was a top-tier experience.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
The Auto Service Specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
I knew I wanted to start an agency that honored those small town values like relationships and service. Our mission is to sell insurance ethically and with integrity to protect our clients' needs today, tomorrow, and in the future.
Not everybody understands insurance, and it's a good day when I can help give peace of mind.
When working with Access Insurance, we are a team, so you don't just get one of us, you get all 4 of us.
Access Insurance Agency, our business revolves around you.
Take your education out of the classroom and give new spaces a spin. Wherever you are, North Central Technical College is there with flexible learning options, including rolling start dates and 100% online classes. Earn your degree around your life.
The first tube was bent in 1968 back in a garage by our house. Shortly after that, we moved into a rented space in a machine shop.
Moving into this building in 2000 at 90,000 square feet.
So right now we sit at 165,000 square feet.
150 employees. Every day we look at how grateful we are to be where we are, but we never forget where we started. Here at J&D Tube Benders, we're a full custom hydraulic tube manufacturer. We can do anything from their simple bent tube component to a fully welded assembly.
Elite Auto Care on Schofield Avenue in Weston offers the best in automotive care and repair. This locally owned and operated repair group features a full staff of ASE certified technicians. They are ready to handle all major and minor repairs to get you back on the road. For any make, any model vehicle, look to Elite Auto Care for repairs. From general maintenance and preventative care like oil changes and tire rotations, to those more challenging issues like air conditioning, brakes, and engine issues, Elite Auto also offers a full selection of tires to fit your vehicle needs. For your next auto needs, turn to Elite Auto Care, your local family-owned auto business, on Schofield Avenue in Schofield.
Hey, Brian Butch called.
Brian Butch?
He really loves Abbey Bank, but he wants to work here.
What are we going to do with him?
I don't know. Let's let him try a few different jobs.
Let's get you that loan. Brian, buddy, you're really good at basketball, but maybe leave the banking to us.
For the very best.
Welcome back to the Green Heck Turner Fieldhouse. You say, gee, Chris, there's not a lot going on at 0-0. No, this has been an exciting night of hockey. My sense was that things evened out in the second period, and indeed they did. Shots on goal were even in the second period, 10 for Marshfield, 10 for the Evergreens. Griff Bonnell, the Everest goalie, has 23 saves so far tonight, 12 for Neil Mullins. The first period tonight was lopsided in favor of Marshfield. So here we are at 0-0. The Evergreens in the second period were 0 for 2 on the power play. Marshfield tonight is 0 for 1, but they've got a power play that will extend for 1 minute and 23 seconds into the third period. Braxton Byler's in the box for tripping. So, I mean, all you can ask for, right, is a competitive game that'll be decided in the third period. That's how things are setting up tonight. Evergreens and Marshfield are tied 0-0. Marshfield gets to go into the locker room and talk about what they'll do for the 123 of the 5-on-4 when the third period gets underway. The ice will be resurfaced and the teams will be back out when we come right back. Everest Marshfield hockey tonight. Thursday night hockey. Boy, it was -3 outside when we came in. Warmer in here at the Green Heck Turner Fieldhouse. We'll get our third period underway when we come right back on Zaleski Sports.
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield. Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that look for my best interest. And he said, we're gonna get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because They made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
What a pressure cooker for both of our goalies. I mean, this has the feel of a 1-0 game. It's 0-0 right now. So both goalies playing with no margin for error. Neil Mullins and Griff Bonnell each with 10 saves in the second period. Our intermission report is brought to you by Innovative Health. Let's talk about the adjustments these teams will need to make. Marshfield will be on the power play for the first 1:23 of the third period. Evergreens absolutely need this penalty kill. Evergreens were 0 for 2 on the power play in the second period. Our intermission report brought to you by Innovative Health in Weston, providing complete chiropractic care to the greater Walsall area. If you've been benched by aches and pains, Innovative Health will get you back in the game with the right adjustment to make you feel better so you can live better. The Olympio, that's our equivalent of the Zamboni here. For some reason, Greenheck Turner has an off-brand ice resurfacing machine. Sometimes leaves the ice a little bit soupy, but the ice has been resurfaced. And we've still got another minute or so before the teams come out of the locker room. So hopefully things will coalesce between now and then. I see that elsewhere, the Wisconsin Badgers basketball team blowout winners against Penn State. Badgers must have hated that Penn State scheduled that game at their smaller gym in front of just about 6,000 fans. Everybody's right on top of you. The place has old bleachers in it, so it's a loud, difficult environment. And normally, Penn State can't fill their basketball arena, so usually it's just kind of a more quiet affair. No problem. Badgers with a win. Badger men are now on a 5-game winning streak. I saw one of the bracketology sites have the Badgers right now going into the NCAAs as a number 9 seed. My sense is that they're playing better now in the middle stretch of the season than they were earlier. Like if the Badgers were to get, say, a rematch against BYU, a team that blew them out earlier, I'm not sure how that game would work out. Marshfield and the Evergreens both coming out onto the ice here. Straight to their benches, and then our third and decisive period will be underway. Which one of these teams will blink first? Marshfield opens, skating 5-on-4. Both goalies scruffing up the crease. Neil Mullins to our right, Griff Bonnell to the left. Bonnell has been a star of this game for the Evergreens. The 50-50 raffle being announced. It's not such a good night to win the 50-50. It's a smaller crowd here. Aiden hopped to take the draw for the Evergreens. That's unusual. Usually Cole Van Slyke would take the draw for the Evergreens. Cole Van Slyke took a punishing hit right in front of the scorer's table in the second period. Let's see, is Cole out there right now? If Cole is missing, that's a blow for the Evergreens. Marshfield starts 5-on-4. Back to the point, played down near the goal line on the far side boards.
I don't think his line is out there.
Right, it's just not Cole Van Slyke's line out there right now. Marshfield, a lot of stick handling, shot on goal, glove, save. Wyatt Fisher's shot, Griff Bonnell's stop. Marshfield took a lot of time off the power play before getting a look at the net. Yep, Cole Van Slyke is out there now. And the Evergreens are going to clear this puck down. Evergreens actually are carrying short-handed. Circling back is Hayden Johnson, and now sends it down. 20 seconds left in the Marshfield man advantage. Marshfield final rush, far side, shot, hit the post. And now the Evergreens are back at full strength. 5-on-5 hockey here. Both teams are 2 for 2 on the penalty kill. From long range outside the blue line, Cody Schindler put that on and was sticked aside by Griff Bonnell. Evergreens with a rush. Here comes Hayden Johnson. Everest trailer tries to pick up the puck. Braxton Byler couldn't get to it. Tigers coming back the other way. Evergreens have 3 players back. Shot there wide. Carried down by Wyatt Fisher. Marshfield gets the puck back on the backhand side. Save. Blake Messner wanted to get that on the forehand side but couldn't, so it didn't get onto the net with a lot of velocity. Marshfield with a partial change. Still 0-0. Evergreens Van Slyke pushing it forward. Van Slyke wiped out along the far side boards. Tigers on the near side boards. No one there. Evergreens go cross ice. Evergreens are onside, left that for a trailer. No, it came out of the zone. Face-off will come just outside the blue line, far side dot. 14-11 left in regulation, still scoreless. Hayden Johnson takes the draw for the Evergreens, sent into the corner. Marshfield down near the circle from close range off the blocker. Griff Bonnell with another save. Bonnell's not blinking in this one. Tigers Landon Truby fighting for that puck in the corner, comes free. Tigers still have won most of the pucks between the blue lines. That's been an advantage for the Tigers tonight. Went off the stick of Caden Allen down into the corner. Evergreens are on a partial change. Tigers trying to work the give and go. A trailer. Goalie was screened and the Tigers have scored. The Tigers break a 0-0 tie. Griff Bonnell was screened on Blake Messner's goal. A goal at 3:54 of the third period. Well, the first goal in tonight's game was going to be huge. The good news for the Evergreens, lots of time to get it back. Blake's even strength goal is unassisted. 1-0 Tigers. Goes without saying, the Evergreens cannot fall further behind. No tripping there. Nope, penalty call. Yep, Tigers are going to get a power play up 1-0. A tripping call there. I thought it was going to be a play on. It is not. Hayden Johnson off the ice for the Evergreens. Dangerous now. Penalty at 4:32 of the third period. Tripping. Again, Marshfield sitting on a win if they score a goal on this power play. So there's blood in the water for the Tigers if they can take advantage. Marshfield back behind their own net, has to run the length of the ice. To the far side boards, Evergreens have Gabe Simonson there. Back to the point, traffic in front, almost steering that in was Cody Schindler. Schindler was just outside the crease, and the Evergreens sweep it down. Evergreens are halfway through this penalty kill. Gotta have it. Marshfield cross ice, traffic in front, save. Griff Bonnell steered that wide of the near side post. Whistle stops play. Got a penalty on the Tigers. So we will skate 4-on-4 as Jack Matilla comes off. Then the Evergreens will have a power play for about a minute 20 seconds. Matilla will serve a 2-minute minor. This is a cross check. Two-minute minor for interference. So here we are 4-on-4. Evergreens with a goal to find. Marshfield takes it away along the far side boards. Evergreens take this away. Evergreens going to be back at full strength in just 5 seconds. On the far side, Xavier May shot wide. And the Evergreens are at full strength. Everest will skate with a man advantage for another 1:15. Trying to get things evened up. On the near side boards, Cole Van Slyke onside. Tried to get that ahead. Tried to steer it through as Xavier May wide into the near side corner. Evergreens back on the far side. Aiden hopped. Marshfield, short-handed, takes the puck away and carries it down the ice. 50 seconds left in the Everest man advantage. Evergreens got to push forward. Under 10 minutes to play in regulation. Tigers broke the seal on this earlier in the third period. We'd been 0-0 until then. Evergreens to the wing. Tough angle down there for Aiden Hopt. And Marshfield sends it down. Under 30 seconds left in this abbreviated power play for the Evergreens. And the Evergreens have just turned the puck over shorthanded. Under 10 seconds left, and then we'll be back to full strength. Carried in by Bodie Slavin, and we are back to 5-on-5 hockey. 9 minutes left for the Evergreens to try and get even. Marshfield trying to make a 1-0 lead stand up right now. Evergreens shot there, stick to side, rebound opportunity, and Braxton Byler couldn't close on it fast enough. 5-on-5 chance for the Evergreens. Evergreens in the defensive end. Marshfield's Blake Messner, he's the goal scorer, comes off right now. Tigers sweep that through to the near side boards. 8 minutes to go in this one. Evergreens have been shut out now for the last 5.5 periods of hockey. Icing, come back for an offensive zone face-off in the Tigers' end. As we get later and later, of course, the game clock will suddenly be friendly for Marshfield. We're brought to you by Peterson Kramer Funeral Home, committed to providing personal and compassionate care for each customer. Let Peterson Kramer Funeral Home step up for you in your time of need. Are the Evergreens calling their timeout here? Officials skating over to the Everest bench. Evergreen's Griff Bonnell is out of his net. What's going on here? Griff Bonnell needs a new glove. New equipment comes out of the Everest locker room for Griff Bonnell. Bonnell's been solid tonight, but in a 1-0 game, you play with no margin for error. Evergreens have to start winning some of these neutral ice pucks. One of the reasons they haven't had as many scoring opportunities. Now, someone's without the lumber. Cole Van Slyke. Who's without a stick? It's one of the Marshfield players. Evergreens behind the net tried to backhand that towards. The loose lumber is picked up. Under 7 to play in regulation. Puck carried to the near side corner. Stick checked away. Let's see if Xavier May can create something here. Nope. Marshfield solid on defense and out of the zone. Cole Van Slyke to the near side. Aiden Hopt. Evergreens take away at the blue line. Tried to get that center. No one there. Evergreens still hold the zone. Puck pops up towards the near side board. Centered in front. Shot saved. Kate Allen put it on for the Evergreens. Neil Mullins with a save to keep Marshfield's 1-goal lead good. Evergreen's best scoring chance here in the third period. Need to generate more like that to see if you can break through. Marshfield on a line change. Long pass to the near side. Allen couldn't control it. Tigers to the far side boards. They're onside. Marshfield back defensively, and Hayden Johnson couldn't split the defenders. Marshfield still holds this zone. There's Mester, who's got the only goal tonight. Evergreens try and move forward. Here's Aiden Hopt. Stick checked away to the far side boards. Evergreens hold the zone. Shot there, had a man in front, couldn't get it to Aiden Hopt. Hopt rotated down near the net. Evergreen still hold this tough angle there and slid right through the crease. Out of the zone again. Near side boards, Whitmore tried to leave it for a trailer. It went out of the zone. The Evergreens would have to clear. 4 minutes left in this one. Marshfield up 1-0. Icing. Evergreens will have an offensive zone face-off. It's getting late. Officially 3:52 left. Hockey tonight's brought to you by Great Lakes Cheese. Looking for a workplace that invests in you? Join the Walsall team at Great Lakes Cheese, a place where people matter and careers are built to last. Competitive pay and benefits and a workplace culture that feels like home. There's never been a better time to apply at GreatLakesCheese.com. Van Slyke tried to sweep that ahead for Kate Allen. It was too far in front of him. Wave off icing. Touched as the puck went down. Tigers from outside the crease. Jack Matilla. Griff Bonnell outlets it. Near side boards, room for Jack Matilla. Shot, save. Into the new glove of Griff Bonnell. Both teams will bring new lines out. Cole Kennedy takes the offensive zone face-off, but the Evergreens win it. Evergreens working down. Aiden Hapt had it stick-checked away from behind. Puck there went out of the rink, over the plexiglass and into the netting. .247 left in regulation, and the Evergreens are in danger of being shut out 2 games in a row. Marshfield on a partial change. 2.5 to go in this one. The Evergreens, after going down 1-0, have generated only one quality look at the net. From close range, Griff Bonnell with a save to keep this a 1-0 game. Bonnell got the pads down, turned the Tigers away. 2 minutes left in this one. Tigers hoping for a cold but happy bus ride home. Evergreen soon are going to think about pulling their goalie. Goalie stays on for the time being. Here come the Evergreens. Van Slyke near side. Circles back. Van Slyke centering wide. Xavier May wide of the far side post. Evergreens are thinking about getting the goalie off here. Cole Van Slyke in traffic. Marshfield sweeps it out. Icing. Evergreens will get an offensive zone faceoff with 1:07 left in the game. Cole Van Slyke wondering, do you want me off? And yes, the Evergreens are pulling their goalie. They're going to skate 6-on-5. So empty net to our left. The Evergreens are going to call their timeout. I don't know, in high school hockey, pulling the goalie seems like high risk and low reward. You are more likely to give up the empty netter in a 1-goal game like this than you are to use the 6-on-5 to get even. I get it's a chance that you have to take. It just seems like at the high school game, more often than not, these empty net situations don't work out. The one goal tonight, 3:54 of the third period, Blake Messner. Game like this just shows you how improved over recent years the Marshfield hockey program is. Marshfield on the verge of sweeping the Evergreens in this season series, something that would have been unthinkable 3 or 4 years ago. I don't know, I admire what's happening in Marshfield. Got more kids interested in playing. Got those same kids more JV experience, and it's a positive result. Evergreens will skate 6-on-5, and they have an offensive zone faceoff. Again, the net is empty all the way down to our left. Cole Van Slyke to take the draw. Evergreens win it. Shot on goal just wide. Hayden Johnson with a quick release. 1 minute left in regulation. Evergreens skating down. They're behind the net, centering there, and denied again from close range. 2 big saves down the stretch of this one for Neil Mullins. Slid all the way down the ice and just wide. It'll be icing. Wasn't on goal. 45 seconds left. Evergreens will have an offensive zone faceoff. They're skating 6-on-5. Evergreens with 2 looks at the goal here, under a minute to play. Goes to the corner. Puck comes out in front, back to the blue line, shot there, traffic, and it deflected in. The Evergreens have tied the game. On the rebound, the Evergreens get a late goal, and we're tied. At 16:25 of the third period, the Evergreens get the equalizer. Stand by for scoring information. There was a lot of traffic in front. As late a goal as you could imagine. 35 seconds left in regulation. Xavier May. May from Gabe Simonson. Now just 15 seconds left in regulation. The puck is down in the Marshfield offensive zone. Nope, icing. We're coming back to the Everest offensive zone for a late faceoff. Evergreens literally trying to pull this one out of the fire. We're now back to 5-on-5. Marshfield sends this down. This will be icing again, but some more time came off the clock. There's only 9 seconds left in regulation. Overtime coming up. Feels like it. Five seconds left until the horn, ending regulation time. Marshfield possesses behind the net. And overtime arrives. Blake Messner gave the Tigers a 1-0 lead, and the Tigers held it to the final 35 seconds of regulation. Xavier May from Gabe Simonson to tie things up at 1 apiece. We'll step aside for a quick break. There's a 3-minute break before the teams come out to play overtime. Back for overtime after these messages on Zaleski Sports.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Want to save even more at Fleet Farm? Sign up for Fleet Rewards for exclusive offers and deals. Earn points every time you shop. 500 points gets you a $5 reward. It's free and easy to sign up, in-store or online. Plus, earn rewards even faster with the Fleet Rewards credit card. Get 4 times the points every time you use your Fleet Rewards credit card. Start shopping and start saving even more with Fleet Rewards at Fleet Farm.
Welcome back. Got to under a minute in regulation when Xavier May tied the game for the Evergreens. An assist to Gabe Simonson, 1-1. Overtime awaits. Overtime is sudden death, so the next team to score will win. If we play the overtime session and are still tied 1-1, the game will go into the record books as a tie. In high school hockey, we play to a decision in playoff games or in tournament play. They haven't given us the shots on goal or the save information for that third period. They will in a moment, I would imagine. We play on dirty ice to start overtime. We do not resurface here. So the Zamboni stays parked. Tigers must be a little frustrated, 35 seconds away from a 1-0 win. The Evergreens equalizer came about as late as you could imagine. Teams will change sides. Marshfield will skate from left to right. Evergreens right to left on your Zaleski Sports screen. I will tell you this, I don't think there's anything more exciting in high school sports than hockey overtime. The crowd that is here, you'll hear them react oohs and ahs with every look on goal. Cole Van Slyke will take the draw for the Evergreens. He could still be heard from in a big way tonight. And Wyatt Fisher to take the draw. Overtime is underway. And the Evergreens will get the first look. That was in Van Slyke's skates. Marshfield will have a 2-on-1 coming back the other way for the win. Shot saved, Griff Bonnell. The net is loose. The Marshfield player who was on the far side post is frustrated. Jack Matilla slammed his stick into the ice after missing that. The Everest defensive player who was trailing could not get even either. So that was maybe as good a look as Marshfield will get to try and win this thing, and they didn't convert. Marshfield will get an offensive zone faceoff. Wyatt Fisher will take the draw for the Tigers. Evergreens along the far side board. Here comes Aiden Happ. Tried to slide that ahead for Hayden Johnson, too long. That puck went out of play. Bounced back into the rink. Both teams will get partial changes. 30 seconds into the overtime, and already there's a lot going on. Cole Van Slyke will take the defensive draw for the Evergreens. Tigers ask Blake Messner, their goal scorer, to take this draw. Goes into the corner. Tigers from behind the net. In overtime, sudden death. Evergreens chase this puck along the far side boards. Penalty coming up. Penalty in overtime. The Everest player was rolled down to his knees, and they're going to call it. A penalty in overtime, and it's against the Tigers. Evergreens are 0 for 2 on the power play. Penalties in overtime are rare. Cody Schindler is off of the penalty box for the second time tonight. Hooking. All right, opportunity knocks for the Evergreens, skating with a man advantage, trying to win it here. Evergreens tried to center that. Cole Van Slyke kept it in the zone. And the Evergreens still holding it along the far side boards. Van Slyke again with a man advantage. Shot, pad, save. Van Slyke put that on, trying for the near side post. Evergreens behind the net. Evergreens along the far side boards. Game Simonson back to the blue line. Van Slyke's got it again down between the circles. That was blocked. Deflected into the corner by Blake Messner. 1 minute left in the Everest power play. Van Slyke again. Evergreens trying to win it. Come from behind fashion. Shot there. Pops up in front of the net. Trying to put it down on the ice is Aiden Happ. Got a whistle. Got to save. Hand pass. Hand pass. When the puck pops up like that, you cannot advance it. Called instantly, and the whistle sounds. So down to the other end of the ice we go for an offensive zone faceoff of the Tigers. 56 seconds left in the Marshfield penalty kill in overtime. Evergreens cross ice. Here's Ethan Whitmore. Bodie Slavin. Back out. Shot on goal. Traffic in front. Evergreens were hoping that Byler could come up with the rebound. He could not. It's in the corner. 30 seconds left in the Everest power play. Evergreens hold it in. Play it off the near side boards. Down near the goal line. Evergreens try and get this centered back between the circles. Shot that was blocked. Marshfield coming back short-handed. 10 seconds left in the penalty kill. Marshfield from the near side boards was able to put that on from Jack Matilla. Marshfield's back at full strength. 5-on-5 hockey. Evergreens will try and play this behind the net. We are 5 minutes away from ending it a tie tonight. Evergreens trying to center between the circles. Stick was tangled up. Caden Allen couldn't get free. Marshfield now has the puck behind the net. Evergreens back in their defensive end. Icing. And we'll come back for an offensive zone faceoff. Both goalies have been rock solid tonight. Neil Mullins and Griffin Bonnell locked in battle. In that third period, by the way, Marshfield outshot the Evergreens 10-3. Marshfield tried to get that centered. Evergreens come away 2-on-2, carrying forward Hayden Johnson. Johnson circled back along the near side boards. Halfway through the 8-minute overtime period. Marshfield sends this all the way down. It'll be icing, an offensive zone faceoff for the Evergreens. At the end of regulation, the Evergreens were outshot 33-14. Cole Van Slyke will take the offensive zone draw for the Evergreens. Marshfield player gets called out of the circle. Wyatt Fisher will come in. Evergreens have the puck. Shot on goal. Glove save. Snapped right out of midair by Neil Mullins. Another offensive zone face-off to the left of the cage for Cole Van Slyke to take the draw for Everest. Everest wins it on goal. Pad save. Marshfield coming back the other way, centering. Almost got that on goal. Cash Fry had to go off his stick and up over the crossbar. So we play on. Just over 3 minutes to go. Someone's stick is on the ice. Who's without the lumber? It's Griff Bonnell, the Everest goalkeeper, playing without a stick. And you know what? Griff really can't pick it up right now. Evergreens really should kind of lift the puck out of the rink right now and let Bonnell get the lumber back. Now he's got it. Picked it up by the knob, and Griff Bonnell is fully equipped. Marshfield sends this into the corner. Tigers are on a partial change. Marshfield along the near side boards. Wyatt Fisher into the corner. Jack Mattilla's closest to it for the Tigers. Evergreens come away with the puck. Evergreens were offside. No whistle. Yeah, it's a late whistle. Everest player along the near side boards was in a full step early. Whistle sounds. Face off outside the blue line. Ethan Whitmore takes the draw for Everest. Evergreens lift that puck towards the net. Wow, you know what? Neil Mullins didn't see that puck from outside the blue line. It was wide of the far post. Evergreens in front, shot there, score! The Evergreens win it overtime! Ethan Whitmore! Whitmore wins the game for the Evergreens at 6 minutes of overtime. The Evergreens trailing 1-0 have come all the way back for a 2-1 win. In the first and the third period, the Evergreens were outplayed tonight. They literally pulled this one out of the fire. Caden Allen will get an assist on the game-winning goal. So the Evergreens and Tigers will split their season series this year. The Evergreens trailing 1-0 scored a late goal in the third period, and then Ethan Whitmore wins it at 6 minutes of overtime. Final score tonight is 2-1 in a thriller. Thanks for joining us. Enjoy the day off from school, everybody, and stay safe in the crazy cold. Stay tuned for our Merrill Steel postgame show. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest. Apply today at merrillsteel.com. Evergreens in overtime scored 2 unanswered to beat the Tigers 2-1. I'm Chris Conley. Thank you for joining us for our play-by-play coverage on Zaleski Sports.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our 3 facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage in our process is shipping. Our transit company, Merrill Steel Transit Services, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Merrill Steel Incorporated, consisting of more than 20 state-of-the-art trucks designed.
It's the Merrill Steel postgame show. The Evergreens pull one out of the fire tonight. A late goal in regulation, and then Ethan Whitmore wins it in overtime. Coach, the last time we were talking here was after a win over Rapids, and you said we got to be more consistent. This was an inconsistent effort tonight, too.
No doubt. We talked after the first. They punched us in the mouth right away, and we needed to respond. We played better in the second, and we found a way to bury one late to force overtime, and the guys stuck with it. We were energetic throughout. Just didn't have our best night tonight.
I mean, credit to you guys. I mean, it's not over till they're all zeros on the clock. The late goal was huge.
Absolutely. Credit Marshfield. They worked really hard tonight. It's a really good hockey team. They're going to do really well in their playoff run. And our guys stuck to our plan and what we wanted to do and found a way to get one in the end.
I don't think there's anything more exciting in high school sports than hockey overtime. And Griff Bonnell makes the save 2-on-1. You live to fight again and then win it in overtime.
Yeah, we call a timeout. We get our guys where we want them to go, right? Bury one there in the third late. And then, we're trying to throw pucks on the net. And obviously we have a stud in the net for us that keeps us in every game and gets the job done, makes a huge save in overtime and keeps us in every single night.
All right, Ethan Whitmore, you're going to have to tell us about it. Describe the game-winning goal in overtime.
Oh, yeah, so a little bit of hard work down low. We got Caden Allen coming down the side, gets past the guy, all the way down the corner. A lot of hard work behind the net from him, dishes it out, saw the opportunity, went and scored.
When you put that on net, did you see a lot of the net looked open? Do you think this was a pretty good chance?
Yeah, I knew it was a pretty good chance, pretty much wide open in the slot. Had to bury that one for the team.
Evergreens were 2 minutes away from playing till a tie till Ethan Whitmore lit the lamp today in overtime, a 2-1 win. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, that's going to wrap up our Merrill Steel postgame show. A late goal in regulation and then an overtime win. The Evergreens and Marshfield Tigers have split their season series. Evergreens are winners tonight 2-1. That's going to wrap us up. Stay safe tomorrow. Bitter cold overnight and into tomorrow morning. Schools canceled everywhere. The Evergreens already had a scheduled day off academically on Friday. It's going to wrap up the Merrill Steel postgame show. 2-1 Everest in overtime. I'm Chris Conley. Thanks for joining us on Zaleski Sports. Give us an in the house, please.
I'm Ethan, and I'm in the house.